Hello students, I am Raghavan Kumar Singh, faculty of US Academy and Institute. Today we will discuss class 8's civics first chapter, the Indian Constitution. Have you ever wondered why we need a constitution, or been curious about how the constitution got written, or who wrote it? In this chapter, we will learn the key features of the Indian Constitution and discuss the principles that underlie in liberal constitution, and subsequently key features of the Indian Constitution are elaborated. In this chapter, we are going to begin with some games such as football, cricket, volleyball, basketball, badminton, tennis, or many more. All the games have some rules. All the players have to follow that rules. Then what did you understand by the rules? Rules are related to the games to play in a particular and a subsequent manner. So, society has a consecutive rules that make it and differentiate it from other kind of societies also. As we know that all the games are not similar and all the societies are not similar. All the games have different types of rule, such as in football, the rules which were elaborated there shouldn't be used in cricket, and the rules of the cricket shouldn't be used in the badminton or football. So the largest society also have some constitutive rules that makes it different from different societies. In large society, in which different communities of the peoples live together, constitutive rules are formulated through consensus, and in modern countries this consensus is available in written form, which we call as a constitution. Now, why does a country need a constitution? As we know, all the countries were democratic, or the democratic country have some rules. So all democratic countries are likely to have a constitution. But on the other hand, it is not necessary that all countries that have a constitution were democratic. The constitution serves purpose as their peoples know that and they have to follow. The constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. A constitution helps serve as a set of rules and principles that all persons in a country can agree upon as the basis of the way in which they want the country to be governed. Significant reasons why we need the constitution. In a democratic society, the constitution often lays down rules that guard against the misuse of authorities by our political leaders. The constitution ensures that a dominant group does not use its power against less powerful peoples or groups. The constitution helps to protect us against the decision that could have an adverse effect on the larger principles that the country believes in. And what about the key features of the Indian Constitution? The key features of the Indian constitutions are: suppose a group of 300 peoples becomes member of the Constitution Assembly in 1946 and had written Indian Constitution. While writing the Indian Constitution, these members kept in mind the different communities who speaks different languages, belongs to different religion, and have distinct culture. So the key features of the Indian constitutions are: number 1, federalism. What did you understand by the federalism? This refers to the existence of more than one level of government in the country. In India, we have government at the state level, at the central level, and Panchayati Raj at the village level. The constitution contains lists that details the issues that each tier of government can make laws on. In addition, the constitution also specifies where each tier of government can get money from for the work that it does. All persons in India are governed by law and policies made by each of these levels of government. And the next, the parliamentary form of government. The people of India have a direct role in election by electing their representative. Also, every citizen of the country, irrespective of his or her social background, can take part in election or can contest an election. So, each and every person is able to take part in election by giving vote to their representatives. Then, the separation of powers. There are 3 organs of government. Number 1, the legislature. Number 2, the executive. And number 3, the judiciary. In legislature, which refers to elected representative by the peoples, who were elected by the peoples with the help of their voting power. Then the executive. This is a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. And the judiciary refers to the system of court in India. Each organ of government mentioned above act as a check on the other organ of government. This ensures the balance of power between all these 3 organs of government. Now about the fundamental rights. What are the fundamental rights? The Constitution guarantees the right of individual against the state as well as against other individuals. It also guarantees the right of minorities against the majority. The fundamental rights which were written in the Indian Constitution include: number 1, right to equality. Number 2, right to freedom. Number 3, right against exploitation. Number 4, right to freedom of religious culture. Number 5, educational rights and the constitutional remedies. Education rights, right to constitutional remedies. Now, the fundamental rights have twofold objectives, in which every citizen must be in a position to claim fundamental rights. Fundamental rights must be binding upon every authority that has got the power to make law. The Constitution also has a section called Directive Principle of State Policy, which ensures greater social and economical resource and reforms, and serves as a guide to the independent Indian states to institute law and policies. Now, what about the secularism? A secular state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion as the state government. You have understand that the way in which a country history often determine the kind of constitution that a country adopts for itself. The constitution plays a crucial role in laying out the ideal that we would like all citizens of the country to adhere to, including the representative that we elect to rule us. Just like in the previous games, football, cricket, volleyball, basketball, and many more. The different features of the Indian Constitution outlined above involve complicated ideas that are often not easy to grasp. Don't worry too much about this for the moment. The above Constitution is written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, in which most of the peoples of the Indian Constitution have their ideas to discriminate and to form the particular law and order in the particular country, such as in which the right to freedom or right to equality, they have most of the features in which all the peoples have equal rights in equal way in a particular country.